set the intention for this particular session.
I think these past 2 weeks were difficult for me. I just need to recharge because it feels like I don't have my energy with me. My parents fight it all the time. I'm feeling like this is unfair.
And now imagine energy from your root chakra is reaching down to the earth, grounding you. And now imagine that green light coming from the center of the earth, going up those energetic roots and infusing you with rejuvenation, renewing everything that needs to be restored in your systems.
When I imagine that green light, it's almost like it stops at my feet because there's something there to be looked at, so I cannot accept it. It's like it has to be remembered.
You will find yourself in these memories. You're there now.
It's like I'm walking barefoot on snow and it's very cold on my feet.
How old do you feel?
I feel like an older female, around 50s.
What else are you wearing?
Like a long, thick dress, but it looks very poor. Like a very thin scarf on my head. My hair, it's more gray than it should be at that age.
What are your emotions? What are you feeling?
I feel like I need some warmth, and feels like I have a dog that's my friend, and I'm actually also worried about that dog because we both need to get warm somewhere. I see the forest not too far away, but I'm walking on a field that's in snow. Feels like I don't know where I'm going. I'm just looking for somewhere to cover myself, like a roof.
What are the emotions that you are feeling in this moment?
It feels like I'm quite empty, almost like I'm used to it now.
You will find yourself in the memory of this lifetime that will explain to you why you feel empty and how did you find yourself in this situation.
I see myself as a little girl. I'm happy outside, the sun is shining, there is family in the house, and it feels very good. And these are the happy moments. Before something happened, but I'm not sure. I see a small dog, and it feels like I have a brother who's little. And it also feels like I know the parents, I know their souls. Everyone is very happy still.
And how old are you?
Around 5. And I'm having a feeling that something bad is going to happen. Almost like when I'm trying to enjoy the happiness, something is stopping me. Because I know that something bad might happen.
I want you to anchor that fear so we can get to the source of it.
It feels like I'm in a car with my parents, but my brother isn't there, he's somewhere else. An accident is about to happen. I see a truck, and that truck's turning and it blocks our way and we go under it. It feels like my parents are very badly injured, but somehow I'm not that bad because I'm sitting at the back seat.
I want you to focus on your soul And while this accident is happening, what is happening to your soul?
It's like it's 20 meters in the air, observing. It's like it's seeing everything in slow motion almost. And I see when the car goes under the truck and one half of the car goes under and it stops somewhere in the middle.
Focus on your body and tell me, what is your body feeling?
It feels like a lot of pressure in my head. It's like all over in a circle.
What is your emotional reaction to that accident?
Like I'm very stiff. I stop and clench myself. And every muscle is very stiff, not moving. And all that pressure I can feel in my head the most.
What are your emotions?
Feels like I'm empty in that moment as well.
When you feel empty, what is your mental reaction? What are you thinking about?
Stop, stop, stop.
What do you feel is the most difficult part of this experience?
The most difficult is that I didn't have control and I wasn't driving because I saw it coming and it was too late. It's like I'm holding that energy in my head. Energy, it feels like it's an energy that I somehow created myself.
So this energy, how does it affect you? What does it make you do in the life of Brigida?
Every time when I feel like that something is not smooth in my day, some of that energy appears and I feel some pressure in my head.
And what does it prevent you from doing in your life?
From being grounded in the moment. It's almost like I'm trying to stop some things that don't need to be stopped.
I want you to look around. Where are the pieces of you?
It feels like I'm seeing a timeline before this happens, and I start feeling this panic mode 50 meters before this happens, watching the truck, and it's like there are stamps of energy throughout those 50 meters repeating itself, and it seems like it's all parts of me.
Speak to that part of your soul and tell what it needs to hear and ask it to come back. Speak to every single part of the soul that left.
It's almost like it's saying, I need to know what happens to the parents before I come back.
All right. Then bring your attention to your parents now.
Feels like they die in there. I see their souls go up.
Speak to the soul of your parents and tell them what you need to tell them.
Feels like all three of us are hugging, but they're asking me to go back. It's like they're pushing me down, saying you have to go back. Feels like they're okay, it's two of them.
Is there anything that you want to tell them?
They're telling me that we're going to meet very soon, and we wave goodbyes.
Do you recognize those souls in the life of Brigida?
Yeah, it's my family.
So say goodbye to them. Can you come back down? All your pieces of your soul down back to your little body?
Yeah, it feels like that's what it needed. I'm slowly coming back. And when I come back, I can come back to the present moment and I can start seeing what's happening around again. It's like I'm not frozen anymore.
Now look back through those last 50 meters before the accident happened. Are all parts of you back?
I went back to collect all of them.
Wonderful. collect all your energy that this accident took away from you.
Oh, now it seems like I know why in this life I don't want to drive.
Bring attention to that pressure and the energy in your head. Are you ready to release that energy out?
Yes.
So when you're ready, pull this energy out of your head and send this out to the universe for healing and transformation, so it no longer affects you.
Feels like I've pulled it out, but there is something there. It feels a little bit heavy still. Feels like it's my own tiredness.
It's your own tiredness. Is this your energy, or does this energy belong to something else?
Yeah, it feels like this is the energy I've created when I didn't have enough rest, and it feels like now it can finally go.
So is this energy that originated in that past life when the car accident happened, or in this life of Brigida?
This one is in this life.
Let's go back to that memory of the car accident first. And from the perspective of the soul, what was the lesson that you needed to learn going through that accident? Losing the parents so young.
That I don't have to be the one who's responsible and always in control.
Have you learned that lesson since?
I'm being shown 70%, but that 30% has to go.
All right. What Brigida needs in order to learn that lesson?
To stop thinking that she's responsible for others' happiness.
So what would you like to put in your head in the place where that energy was putting a pressure? What do you need in order to help you from now on?
I'm hearing carefree, being a little bit more carefree and playful.
Carefree and playful. What represents carefree and playfulness for you?
Having a good time without thinking about what others might be dealing with in their heads at that moment.
Right.
Having a good time is a time off. Doesn't have to be work.
If you were to give a color to energy of playfulness, carefree, joy, and good time, what color would that be?
Saying baby blue.
In that case, imagine that baby blue light coming down to your head and feeling that head of little girl in the car and that head of Brigida with baby blue, carefully playful baby blue light, healing everything that needs to be healed there.
It feels much lighter.
Beautiful. Now I want you to bring attention to the body where you were a little girl and let me know, do you still feel empty?
Feels like I'm very full now.
Beautiful. In that life, progress forward. Is there any other part of that life that is significant and affects life of Brigida?
I'm seeing that old woman again in the snow. She's older than before.
What does
Feels like she didn't have anyone. She found some fabric, but it's still very cold. She's not wearing any socks. Even if it's cold, it feels like inside she's much warmer now.
Go to the last day of her life, the last moment when she takes the last breath, and let me know Where is she?
In bed, and there's a candle next to the bed. Feels like she found a place to stay before death. Like it doesn't belong to her.
So,
Her whole body is very tired.
how old are you there?
80.
Allow yourself to take a last breath and leave that body.
It has left already.
From the perspective of the soul, look back at that life. What were the lessons that you needed to learn?
I needed to ask for help more often when I needed it. I didn't want to bother anyone.
Is there any advice you would like to give to Brigida?
That it's okay to ask for help. There has to be a balance between giving the energy and taking it.
Do you feel like your soul will go to the light?
Yeah, it's halfway there.
Is there anyone greeting you there?
And a dog and parents.
Wonderful. Allow the soul to go to the light. And now disconnect from that life so it does no longer affect you in the life of Brigida. And with the death of that body, remember that this life is over forever and we will no longer affect you. Now, Brigida, bring attention to your feet and tell me if that blockage is still there, or can you now bring that green energy of Gaia up of your chakra system?
Yeah, it feels like can.
Beautiful. Allow this energy to infuse you, rejuvenate you, renew you, bring you the balance that you need and the energy that you need.
Yeah, I feel like it's done.
Beautiful. I would like you to go to that memory with your parents when they are fighting. Tell me where you are.
I'm still living with my parents. I'm in my room with my brother. Feels like I'm a teenager. And I can hear them in the other room starting to argue about something. The TV's on. It's loud. I can hear my brother playing games. Just a lot of chaos in the house.
Right. In this memory, bring attention to your body.
Feels like in my head again. I see my heart shrink a little bit. It's like it's trying to hide.
And what is your emotions in this moment when they are fighting?
I'm getting very angry. I'm frustrated. It's happening all the time.
Angry and frustrated. And where are you putting this anger and frustration in your body?
In my heart.
And what is going through your head? What are your mental reactions?
Feels like I myself want to start breaking things around so they could listen for once. Told them if they don't want to be together, they can get a divorce. We are grown-ups already.
What is the worst in this situation?
It's like they don't even think about us. They keep doing the same thing. They're not trying to hide their anger. Not trying to hide their arguments. It's all over the place and we always have to listen. I'm hearing selfish. I feel like that's why I'm getting angry, because they're very selfish in that way. And I am trying to understand if they don't see that.
How is that affecting you in the life of Brigida?
I cannot stand selfish people.
What does it prevent you from doing?
From trying to talk to them and understand why they act the way they act. I don't want to don't want to have anything to do with them at all.
What is Brigida needs?
To forgive.
In order to forgive, I want you first to go to this memory when they are fighting, when you feel so angry and frustrated. Please tell me what is happening with your soul in this moment.
It's like it's in the room, going around in corners, trying to escape the space that I am in. It doesn't want to be there. It seems like it's a repetitive action, but it knows it can't go anywhere, so it keeps circling around. Very chaotic as well.
Talk to this part of your soul and ask it, what do you need in order to come back to me?
It's saying you need to move out.
Did you move out of your parents' house?
Yes.
All right, speak to this soul and tell it's gonna be better. We will go through that together, but together we will be stronger. I need you. This is just another lesson we have, but we will pass through that and we will be stronger and grow.
It feels like even the soul feels frustrated. It's like it's tired going places. I'm telling it it's only a year and a half that we have to stay.
What would make it easier for Brigida until she moves out?
Meet with friends more often and stay out as long as she can, so she goes to sleep and doesn't feel it.
And is being with friends, staying out and building her life, what does it give her?
A sense of security.
This sense of security. What color is it?
Seeing red.
I would like you to focus on that energy in your head and that anger and frustration that you feel in your heart. Are you ready to let that out and send it off to the universe for healing so it no longer affects you?
Yes.
All right, so let's do that. Vacuum it out so your heart has a space to grow.
Yes, I've done it.
Beautiful. And now imagine the red light coming from the source. It's a sense of security that will strengthen you in days to come and make you stronger. And allow this light to fill your head and fill your heart so it can heal, it can grow, it can give and receive love.
It's done.
Beautiful. Now feeling stronger. How is your head feels now?
Feels like I can feel my blood circulation going now. Before it felt like it stopped.
And now your heart, how does it feel like now?
Feels very warm as well. And my feet are getting warmer.
Beautiful. So now having this empowerment, I want you to speak to your parents' soul and tell them everything that you need to tell them now.
I'm looking at them and if I feel sad for them knowing what they had to go through as kids and as young adults. They feel very chaotic, but my dad looks at me very sad, so I just want to give him a hug.
Okay, do that. Is there anything that he tells you?
He tells me that, he asks me if I know that I love him, and I say I do. He's saying, you know, that I have a silent love language. He's not expressing himself. We always know telepathically. So with giving him that hug, it feels like not only I'm helping him, I'm helping part of myself too.
Beautiful. And with this hug, tell him that when it was happening, you took my energy. Give me my energy back, please.
Give me my energy back, please.
Now, can you approach your mom? What is it that you want to tell her soul?
That she needs to trust herself more and stop doubting herself, and every time she doubts herself, she frustrates me because she starts calling or texting me for little things. She needs to have that sense of security herself that she didn't get from her parents.
All right. So look into your heart, and that energy that you took from the source of security is infinite. There's enough for everyone to share. Share this red light with her and give her the sense of security that she needs. Share it with her. And with that, tell her, Mom, you took my energy. Give me my energy, please, now.
Give me my energy, please.
Is there anything that your mom tells to you?
She's trying to give me twice more energy that I need. And I'm kind of fighting with her in a nice way, saying, do not give me your energy because she's just too caring. She needs to keep that for herself. She feels very guilty. And I try to calm her down.
Go back to that moment when it's happening and tell me, how is the energy in the room changed?
I come outside my room and I tell them to get their shit together. And I don't see anything else. I just go back in. I don't feel any anger. I just say it and go.
All right.
And I don't care if they continue fighting.
All right. Now speak to your soul and ask her if she's ready to come back to you now.
It did already before I went out.
Beautiful. Do you feel complete and full now?
Yeah, I feel like I can focus. And there's a sense of assertiveness.
Now, having that security within your heart, how is that affecting your life?
Feels like I don't care anymore what they're doing. I have the best 2.5 years of my life.
What was the lesson that you needed to learn having that experience with your parents?
To tell people straight away when there is something that I don't like without waiting for them to sort it out themselves. And it's not for me to teach them, but it's more for myself to just say it and let it out there and then.
And is there anything else that your soul needs, or are we complete with this journey today?
We're complete, but it feels like it wants to go. My body and my soul to swim in clear water.
All right, I'm gonna count from 3 to 1, and you're gonna find yourself in your happy place. And let me know what's happening.
Yeah, I'm underwater and feels like I can feel how my skin is absorbing everything that's good in that water that comes from nature.
Beautiful. Brigida has felt depleted in her energy recently. To allow this cleansing energy of water to clear away the tiredness relaxing every single muscle in her body and bringing her to balance. And take this rejuvenating energy from that cleansing water and allow it to infuse you with the energy that you need.
I feel like it's done.
Beautiful. Now, in this place of happiness, I would like you to invite your higher self to come forward.
All that needs to be done is needed to take a bit more time for nothing. Just to do nothing. Even one day a week is enough doing nothing. But that day, avoid technology. She needs more fruit, tropical food right now. She needs to have it fresh, not frozen.
Right, thank you. And she feels so energy depleted recently. What is it that affects her energy?
Perfectionism. But now, she'll be better from now on.
Is there an
This session helped.
Is there any message to her that we can give her in regards to her work and the development?
Keep doing intuitive work and trusting that whatever you feel that comes up before any session is going to happen. You've been proven that many times, so take note prior to the session and track how many things come to be true, because you forget a lot of them. That will act like another strong tool for you that you recognize more of, because now you think that it's working, but it's working more than you notice.
Beautiful, thank you. Is there anything else, any other message for collective, for others, or are we complete for today?
There's a message for you. I see your freedom. It feels like this is a metaphor. You're driving where you want to drive. Nothing is stopping you. You can breathe in and breathe out easily. And that's all.
Thank you. This memory that Brigida had with the car accident, she said that affects her, that she does not want to drive in this life. Is there any advice or any message about this that we can give her now?
Yeah, she doesn't trust other drivers, what they're gonna do. But it's gonna come to her that life will turn in a way where she'll want to travel more, and driving license will be needed more than before. And until that time, everything that was worked on today will be fully incorporated in her system. There won't be any more of that fear of someone doing something that is going to impact her on the road anymore. She still needs to remind herself the first couple of months of driving that some of the things are just flashes from what happened ages ago, and afterwards it's gonna be natural peace.
All right. Is there any advice we can give her so her work is more balanced and not depleting her that much?
Having one full day off.
Beautiful. Is there any other message, or are we complete for today?
We are complete.
Thank you so much. And 5, feeling wide awake and wonderful all over.
Hello. Oh my God, it got dark here.
All right.
Oh, that was so awesome. It feels like everything's so much clearer now, and also I can focus because I was so tired I couldn't see what I was looking at. And now it feels like I brought some energy back to myself, and that those self-care messages were really good because now more things are clicking for me.
It was a very interesting session, I think.
Yeah, that was a very awesome one. I don't even know how we got from one place to another, to be honest. You know what? I felt like before going back, I needed to be in water. And I found myself on a shore where there were a lot of big stones, and I was laying on those stones. They were so warm from the sun, and I was holding 2 of those stones, feeling the warmth from the sun and energizing myself that way after I took a swim. That was so like real to me. I could feel it in my hands. Yeah, but that was awesome. Oh my God, my head feels so much lighter as well.
Today your intention was to just get some energy back. It's nice that you feel more energized.
Yeah.
Did you feel like we covered everything that you wanted?
Yes, to be honest, even more than I thought.
I just feel like that these sessions have potential of empowering people in just daily challenges they have. The past trauma, yes, as well, but these daily struggles.
Yeah.
Like you said, you just recently felt like energy depleted and you just needed that experience to get that back. That short even session just really made such a big difference. Are you okay for me to share this session?
Sure, of course. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much, Eva. I feel so like zone out. I'm like, I could order some really healthy food and just go to bed.
All right, Brigitte, I let you rest. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Eva, for today. And until next time.
All right,
Bye.
take care.
Bye.